Hey guys, what's up? Now this is a video that I have been waiting to do for quite some time, but I haven't had the time to do it. So, Final Fantasy 15's been out in the open for a while now, of course, and I thought I'd give you guys my top 10 Final Fantasy 15 characters. Remember this is all my opinion, so you know, you may have some different opinions, so fair enough, but whatever. If you want to share your top 10 favourite characters in Final Fantasy 15 in the comments section below, then feel free to do so. So, at number 10, my 10th favourite Final Fantasy 15 character is Cindy. Now, why is Cindy so far up? Well, you see, her voice is very annoying. I don't really like the false accent they really put on her character. Even though she does play quite a major role in the game, I do like her as a character. It's mainly just the voice over that work the actor does for that character that I really am not a massive fan of. Also, the design is, well, you know. She's a good character, I just think she's a little bit one-dimensional. My 9th favourite Kingdom Hearts character, oh my god. My 9th favourite Final Fantasy 15 character is Gentiana. Even though she really didn't appear much in the game, I really did like her, and I'm not going to say why I like her really incredibly too much because it's a bit of a spoiler. I'm still not saying spoilers even though it's been a couple months, you know, some people are kind of late bloomers when it comes to these type of games, but fair enough. So Gentiana, the only thing yet again I didn't like about her was the voiceover that was done for her. I mean, I liked it sometimes, I liked it at some other points. It was alright. The way how she was always with Luna and stuff like that, the way how she was with Luna and the way she supported Noctis and co. She's a really well-ran, pretty cool character. At number 8 we have King Regis, who really didn't get the screen time that he deserved. Even though that's not mainly the story's fault. They killed him off pretty early in Kingsglaive anyway. But I just liked King Regis. He just seems like a pretty swell guy, you know, someone you'd go down to the bar and have a few berries with, you know. You know, there's nothing too wrong about him. He sacrificed himself for the future, and it's a shame because he seemed like a really deep and interesting character, and he was just killed really quickly. You didn't really see him too much in Final Fantasy 15. Yes, that is kind of a spoiler saying that he gets killed. I'm pretty sure it should be common knowledge by now. But I just wish he was in it more. I wish we could have seen these interactions with Noctis more. I suppose you see them two interact in the Brotherhood anime, but it's not really to the extent of how like adult Noctis, you know, is with his father. It's kind of different. But there you go, King Regis at number 8. At number 7 we have Ariana. She is a really interesting character. I really like her. She's like an anti-hero in some respects. You know, you fight her a bit, but then she's pretty cool. She's more like a mercenary which was hired by the Empire. So, you know, she's a bit of good and a bit of bad, but then in the end she comes through for Noctis and co. Kinda. She's just, her design is epic, her personality is just spot on. I say personality. You know, it's still one of the first 3 elements that did make it into the final game, and she's just a fantastic character. At number 6 we have Gladio. Yeah, he's quite far up. Gladio. I like Gladio. You know, he's kind of the dad to the group, or not the dad, more like the protective uncle. I suppose that's the best way of putting it. However, I did feel like sometimes he had the tough guy feel, and it was really forced at times. I felt, you know, the way how he spoke, he just didn't. He always seemed like he was strained all the time. But he was pretty. Yeah, again, he suffers from this one-dimensional character kind of thing. You see him be a bit of an arsehole to Noctis a little bit later on in the story and co, which is pretty understandable. But he would have been higher up if he was a little bit less one-dimensional, and some of you are going to absolutely kill me for that. At number 5 we have Luna. Now, I am like one of the only people on the planet that, but actually, I actually do prefer Luna over Stella. Now, before you get your pitchforks out. You know, she could have been a really interesting character, but unfortunately she's in like 3 cutscenes. She was like one of the major starring roles in Kingsglaive, and then she was only in a few scenes. One of those scenes was pretty game changing for her character, but her design, her personality, which is a little bit simple really, but she's a really good character. I really liked her. Unfortunately she just didn't get the screen time she deserved once again. Another case of not enough screen time. Hopefully this will be fixed when Square Enix add new cutscenes. And number 4, we have Prompto. I love Prompto. He is hilarious. He is comic relief, but at the same time he has this deeper, more honest side to him, which you don't see from most of the games unless you like catch a cutscene where you're at a camp or something and he'll actually speak to Noctis about, you know, how he feels about certain things and stuff. He's just like the life of the party really. Could you imagine the 4 of them without Prompto? Could you imagine how boring that would be? He just brings life to the whole thing. He can be a bit annoying sometimes, but then that's just Prompto. At number 3 we have Ignis. I love Ignis. Ignis is such a diverse and interesting character. He makes me laugh on more than one occasion. Just because of how he's like posh, but he, you know, he's a posh guy with a sense of humour, and it's rather weird. It's a weird like mix of things, but it works really, really well. You know, it is a bit annoying when you're trying to stealth through an area, then he's just like,
I've come up with a new recipe.
yeah, when he does that, that is a bit annoying. By the way, guys, there's actually a 10-hour video on YouTube of him doing that. If you want to go and see that, be my guest. I mean, I got through like 5 seconds of it and turned it off. But, you know, that's besides the point. Ignis is a fantastic character. I love him to bits. Number 2, we have Noctis. Good old Noctis Lucis Calum. Oh, where do I start with Noctis? I didn't like Noctis at first, before I started the game. I thought he was just going to be one of these stereotypical characters, one-dimensional, and was just a spoilt brat and all that. He goes through a lot throughout the Kingsglaive Brotherhood and in the main game. He goes through quite a lot. He loses a lot of people. And it really shapes him into a king, a really good king, especially near the end of the game where you really start to see a different side to him, a more mature side to be fair. It's like a coming of age story with Noctis. He's just a really cool Final Fantasy protagonist. He's one of my favourites now. I do like him more than Lightning and stuff like that. I don't know actually, him and Lightning really do mirror each other in different ways. It's really weird, but then obviously that was how it was supposed to be, considering Versus 13 was a spin-off of 13. Or when I say spin-off, it was just a spin-off Final Fantasy game in general. But there you go, Noctis is at number 2. Now at number 1, my favourite character in Final Fantasy 15 is none other than Arden Izunia. Arden, it's a shame I can't really talk too many spoilers at the moment, unfortunately. But Arden is my favourite character because he is the most creative villain that has ever been in a Final Fantasy game, I think. He is kind of on your side most of the time, but then when you find out who he really is, it just makes him shine even more, and you feel sorry for him. But obviously you can't feel sorry for him because he's destroying the world and crap, you know, with the Niflheim Empire and stuff like that. So he is a twisted man, but at the same time you can't help but feel for him, empathy, and be sympathetic. He is just a really, really, really epic character. I love Arden. But there you go, guys. Those are my top 10 characters in Final Fantasy 15. I hope you guys agree with me. If you don't, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. Let me know what your top 10 characters in Final Fantasy 15 are. Like, subscribe, favourite, all that good stuff. And I shall chat to you guys later on.